Hello, Monsters About, and welcome back to Total War Three Kingdoms, A World Betrayed, and my Lubu campaign. Now, a few people have been saying, why don't you get more people to deal with corruption? And I was like, what do you mean? It's fine. I can't. What? Who? And, so, what I didn't realise, and to be fair, isn't really signposted very well. I mean, so if you have a look at, like, Zhang Fei, right? Look at Zhang Fei. So, it says 12% melee damage for all shock cavalry faction-wide. Only if this character is Prime Minister, Heir, or Faction Leader. Fine. Alright? Fine. You know what that is, right? Now, it turns out, when you become a kingdom, it doesn't just mean you're Prime Minister, Heir, or Faction Leader. It's any of these 6 slots here. So, you might have noticed I've been doing some rejigging, and that's because it turns out whacking people into your government just because you like them is a terrible way to run a kingdom. You don't want to do what you need is people who are competent. Mind blown. Now, frankly and thankfully, you know, modern day, we've grown beyond that. But heaven forbid if we hadn't. Can you imagine the mess we'd be in now if we had... Oh, to perish the thoughts. Anyway, so I've done some rejigging. So Lady Me, apparently, is just fucking amazing. So she's giving us less corruption, more public support, more satisfaction. Satisfaction for all characters, more assignments as well. Who else will be? Diane Wei is going to give us 10% armor for all our spear infantry and less corruption. I think Zhao Yu I've put in here as well. So he's given us minus 10% retinue upkeep across the board, which is great. So we've whacked that in there. And with some rejigging of administrators and stuff, I was hemorrhaging 2,200 odds income a turn. And I managed to get that down to about 400 a turn. And then I've sold off some crap that I don't need to Sun Ce and managed to actually get in the positive. So, should have done that ages ago. Didn't anyone tell me? Oh, you guys. Anywho, so that's done. In my defence, right, it doesn't, unless I've missed something, it doesn't say anywhere that those, like, unless you actually look at the position and what it gives you, and I just whacked people in there because I was like, oh, it's just going to give me some bonuses, who gives a shit? So I just slapped people in there without looking. But everything until this point has said, unless it's the faction heir, your prime minister, or your faction leader, you don't get those bonuses. I love the fact that you do. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that you can now sort of like make you get to cherry pick your empire and what its bonuses are, which is really good. I really like that. Just, you know, maybe could have a heads up would have been good. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we've currently got this army meandering through our territory. We might lose Pingu, the city down here. Unfortunately, it doesn't have much of a garrison. It might be okay. But we'll probably lose it. But it's fine. We've got Ji Ling. He can go over and sort that out. And then we've got Gao Shun. And we've also got Zhang Fei, who is going to sweep down. Now, what we need to win, we need 95 settlements. Right, we need 95 counties. That's what we need. 95 counties. Now, currently, we have... I had it... Where is it? Right, current counties held 47. So... As Bon Jovi said, we're halfway there, living on a prayer. So we need about another, this again, which is fine. Do vassals count? That's my question. I don't know. Because actually, Zhang Fang here, I was kind of like, do I want Zhang Fang? Actually, Zhang Fang, what a guy, right? If we can have a chat with Zhang Fang.
Well met.
He likes me. Really likes. Look at him. Look. He's an underdog. He's like, yeah, please choke me harder, daddy. And so he actually quite likes me. Look, plus 16, which is, he actually likes that I'm a strategic threat. What does that say about him? I don't know. But either way, it does mean that he's fairly safe. So we've got a trade. He's actually bringing us about 1,000 income from our trade agreement. And frankly, that's more money than we would get from having the settlement. So I'm thinking we need more vassals. Unfortunately, no one wants to be our vassals. So what we need to do is kick the shit out of them relentlessly until they see the error of their ways. Which I think I'm going to get Lu Bu to come down here and basically kick the crap out of everyone just to help out. So that's what we're going to be doing over there. So corruption has dropped across the board. We've got more assignments. It's basically all good. I mean, things have really turned a corner until we start taking more settlements and our corruption starts creeping up again. But at that point, you know, we're kind of in a position where we can sort of try and deal with it. So let's just end the turn and probably lose Pingu. Ma Chao now has one settlement left. I did see if he wanted to be my vassal, but he said no. Yeah, I did think. Do we want to fight this? I don't think it's worth it. If we had a little bit more garrison, I'd be like, yeah, we might be able to do it, but I'm just gonna... Did you just sack it? Really? Alright. Fair enough. I mean... Whatever. You did the thing. I don't really care. Okay, let's go and deal with that. Attend. Got some defences here. So we could actually... What I'm going to do... Right, first things first. Lu Bu. Let's get you to meander over here. You're going to help... You're just going to replenish up at the same time. We've got a military axe. Good. Apparently Chengon is enigmatic. When the world around them is in chaos, this one remains unflappable. Well, that good. It's fine. Buildings. We've got a magistrate over here. A little bit more income, so you can see our income has climbed a little bit. So this is all good. And obviously we've upgraded to the... What did we get? Oh, demolition. We knocked down the doobie Watsits because it wasn't that useful. So let's get the administration here, because of course corruption here is quite bad. 71% corruption. I mean, it's definitely better than it was. But it's, you know, still not great. Still not particularly good. I don't think this army can actually... Like, this garrison here, more than capable of seeing off this army. Basically, the rest of the settlements are fine. It's just that Pingu wasn't in a very good position, so we can sort that out. So let's... This will not happen. Spread in all directions. It's a little bit ballsy. This will not happen. But we're just going to go for it and hope for the best. Worst case, everyone dies. And we got a reform as well, so that's okay. So reform that reduced... I mean, we definitely don't want to do this one, although minus 25% character salary. I mean, that could actually be fucking worth it. It's like, well, you're all getting pay cuts. Enjoy. Let's go for this, because that's going to give us another administrator position. So we want to look at the next richest. This one, really? Are you sure? Don't feel like that's the case. I feel like this one will probably be a bit... This one has an administrator. Hene Chang'an does. Taiyun doesn't. Oh, probably because I moved... That was Zhao Yun, wasn't it? So I've moved him. That's okay. So we'll do that. Let's get the minus corruption, despite the fact I think the corruption there is minimal anyway. But that's because we've got assignments there that are helping out. And if we can get the corruption down in these provinces anyway, then we can move those guys to other locations to reduce the corruption in other settlements and get us more income overall. So that's what we're going to be doing over there. I don't really think I need this granary. I don't think that's actually that useful, so we'll knock that down. And I still need to be a little bit careful about money, so I'm not going to spend too much. I'm going to be some... Does it? A lot of it seems to be on fire at the moment, but never mind. That's okay. Can we do anything? Peace. Is anyone going to be...
You darken my day.
Yes, but... You want 1,280 for 10 turns? No. No, basically, until you're like, I'll give you 1,280 for 10 turns, that ain't happening. So we're on our way to victory. Are you attacking Pingu again? Really? Alright. What has Pingu ever done to you? Is that literally all you can do? Is just burn that one tiny insignificant settlement to the ground? Is that it? Is that all you got? Loyalty, Lady Me apparently has... She's like, oh, you put me in government. Okay, I will like you then. That's fair enough. Zhang Ba is down. Okay, we'll deal with Zhang Ba. I wonder if...
Choose your words wisely.
No, you just... Have you only got that one settlement as well? Really, mate? Are you like you've got Zhang Fei bearing down upon you, and you're like, nah, it's all right. We got this.
Let's fly.
I'll be honest. You do not got this. Not at all. It says close victory. What's the map? What's the map? Okay, I don't think that's going to be a close victory. I think that's going to be an absolute slaughter. Tell you right. Demand surrender. Right, we will. We'll starve you out. We'll starve you out. Now I'll go and have a chat with you.
This will be short.
Really? You really want to die? Okay, well, that I gave you... Do not let it be said that I didn't give you the fucking chance. Yeah, they put oil down. That was a mistake on their part. What's even more of a mistake is then running back into the oil, which is currently on fire. That obviously, you know, I mean, they're bandits, so what they're wearing is going to be quite flammable, and so a lot of them are then on fire. Well, yeah, I mean, they were on fire. That's to be expected. So, all right, that's not a bad start. We've taken out the towers. We've got quite a big garrison here, actually. I hadn't really quite considered how large that garrison was, but it's going to be no trouble. So we've got our army advancing towards these couple of entrances over here. Obviously, we've taken out the towers, so they can't do any damage to us. Zhang Fei and his cavalry are actually hiding in the forest over here. The idea being, once we've engaged them with our infantry, then our cavalry can come sweeping into the city, unopposed, and wreck face. I believe that is the technical term for that strategy.
I shall revel in your destruction.
Do not waste your breath. You will need it.
Well, you are the only officer in the city, which is, I mean, unfortunate in one case. It's fortunate, however, that you're not going to duel Eugene, because he would then, you know, pull your head out of your bottom after first reaching up through there to then... Basically, he'd hurt you a lot. Dealing with strategists is a pain in the ass because they just run away. But never mind, because our archers are now in range and are doing, yes, quite a lot of damage. These guys... You're gonna need bigger shields, lads. And of course, they're all bunched up over here, which is not good news for them, because the trebuchet is having a field day. It's doing a lot of damage. It's currently got 185 kills. The trebuchet is the Lubu for this battle. I mean, Zhang Fei wishes he could be Lu Bu, but he's not. So a lot of damage being done to these units already.
Is this your first time in battle?
Is it?
I will crush you for this insult.
It's not. No, it was just a fair question. Is it your first time? Do we need to go a bit easy on you? I mean, we wouldn't. Obviously, we're just going to murder you. But you know, it just a fair question. Cavalry still hiding in the forest, awaiting their chance.
Look, the enemy run! Brave on!
Our archers are starting to run a little bit low on ammo. But considering how much damage they've done, I think that's probably fine. These guys don't have shields, so it's not really a good idea to stand in front of archers. Because it means you tend... Yeah, there's a lot of red mists rising, and that's not good. That's not... How is the trebuchet out of ammo already? Nope, still firing. Got 343 kills. Yep, that'll do it. A lot of kills. Archers just melting any unit a unit moves into range, just gets annihilated. And of course the enemy archers are trying to open fire on the Jian sword guard, and they have lost one man, but that's it, because of course they've got 90% missile resistance, which means they're taking not a lot of damage. So our army is now advancing, the infantry, sword infantry advancing towards this entrance, and our G militia heading towards the entrance with the burned pile of bodies. And then the archers moving up behind them so they can do some damage. And that means it's almost time for Zhang Fei to come charging out the forest. And here he comes. We will take a little bit of damage from the towers as we advance towards them, but once we're inside the city, basically this battle's over.
I have been waiting for you.
I was going to let you live until now.
That's a lie, he was not. He does not have
Brother is under
that much agency. So Eugene's in the middle here, he's carving his way through some lads. That's working okay. The enemy cavalry, the bandit raiders, have made themselves known. They're not going to last very long. They're going to be dead. Cavalry is inside the city, sweeping around, going to take these towers. You can see these towers coming under our control. And the enemy archers realise they're in a lot of trouble. Some of these units are trying to change position to come to bear against our cavalry, but it's a little bit too little too late. Weathering a little bit of fire. Probably, I should have sent Eugene with this army, to be honest, because he has the missile resistance, and that probably would have helped. So they're taking a little bit of damage. It's not going to be enough to stop them, though. And having smashed into this bandit hunter, there we go, more cavalry now coming. We're then going to move in to take out the rest of the enemy army. Our infantry is finally entering the city.
Come on, surely you can do better.
I think we're doing all right.
Hope your blade is sharper than your wit. Show no mercy.
So Eugene and Zhao Yu right in the middle, murdering their way through everything. To be honest, though, our cavalry is just mopping up. They're just running down everyone. The Jian infantry captain is holding our G militia at bay, but not for much longer, because here come our cavalry. And yeah, they're breaking, and the G militia now inside the city. And most of the enemy army is now fleeing for their lives. Just the enemy strategist still shouting shade, despite the fact has very little to back it up with. One of my enemies killed. That's good.
A victory sweeter than wine.
And also some cash, which I kind of did need. Occupy.
A fine settlement. We'll take it.
Can't say I didn't give him a choice.
Is here.
Gave him the option. He just chose not to take it. Let's demolish that, and we'll convert that one.
Peace through conquest.
Attack that. Pyrrhic victory, but fuck it. I will. Do I want to fight this one, or do I want to? I can probably win it pretty easy. Well, I got the artillery, haven't they? Okay, I'm just going to delegate it and see what happens.
Celebrate! Our victory was just.
Okay, never mind. We heal up quick. Should be fine.
My roar is
And we've taken this province, although we are currently losing money because there's so much corruption. Because there's so much corruption that okay, well, also some other bits and pieces, but that, yeah, this province is actually costing us money, but that's fine. We're not in a bad position
to duty.
money wise.
Strike with fury.
We're going to go and kill you because you are pissing me off. So you're dead. If we upgrade this to max rank, we can get -4 corruption faction wide, which is frankly too good not to take. So we're going to take it. I'm also going to demolish that because I don't think I need it. And that because also I don't need that either. How's the corruption here? Corruption here is 73%. Ouch! So let's get the state workshops because then we can reduce the corruption a little bit. Lubu, you're going to come down and we're going to see if we can vassalize some factions down here just to see if that can actually work for us. Oh, you're fraternal. Well, good for you. Don't really care. People of merit. Anyone good? Don't think so. Won't worry about that. Construction complete. Knock down the grain silo over here. What do we have? That's anti-corruption. That's anti-corruption. So we've got the livestock farm, which is peasant income. So if we pop the government support, sure. That'll give us some more food as well, which isn't super important, but is going to come in useful. Assignments are going to be dropping off in the next couple of turns, so I need to keep an eye on those and remember where they are and slap them back on. There is apparently someone suggested a mod that actually makes the assignments never drop off, which in my opinion would be better.
What do you think?
Against the Han Empire. I don't know where the Han Empire is, so I'm going to say no.
You have no honor.
Look, if the Han Empire was right next door, I would be the first one to go and kill them. You know, hold my hands up. But as it happens, probably, you know, I don't know where they are, so I probably wouldn't be able to fulfill it anyway, and then you'd get grumpy and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, Lu Yuan has come of age, as has Mi Li. I wonder if he's any good in you know what I mean. Goods. What's this looking like? Yeah, we can bop you. Get out of here, nerd. What are you doing, running around, sacking Pingu? You jerk. Good God. Let's... I'll release you because you're shit. You're only one. Are you? Yuan? You might be his daughter. I'll release you anyway. Momentum, keep things going, and we could go and attack them, which I'm kind of thinking could be a good shout.
Order will spread throughout.
Okay, money-wise, things are looking pretty good. We could actually...
Follow the heart.
We could actually get someone here. Yes, Li Yu. What do we think about Li Yu? I'm thinking Li Yu. He is the governor of Tai. Is he? No, no, it wasn't Yu. No, who was it? No. Where's he gone? Is this someone? There he is. Yeah, he's the governor of the place where I make all my money. He is 57 though. He's getting on, isn't he?
To us another saving grace.
He's getting on. Hmm. You're a bit is there anyone actually good? I need a sentinel. Dong Bai is 22. She is a tax collector. It's not bad. She doesn't get on with either of them, though. You do. A loyal sharpshooter. All right. You're in.
Resist corruption and endure hardships.
You're in. Do we have anything we can give you? No, because I sold it all. Well, never mind. You can have a war glaive from me and a nice horse. What do you got? You've got some good stuff as well. Follower-wise, have something like that. You're not commanding. What have you got? Hamstring. Okay. Fatigue resistance is good. Naval scare isn't bad. And courage is okay. So we'll grab those. You also get extra missile damage, so I guess that's fine. We will get you... Oh, we could get the heavy G infantry. I think we're just going to get some spear guards just to hold the line, basically. But I'm going to swap out these for the heavy G. To be honest, I probably want to swap these guys out for flying riders. What do they like compared?
The population is stable.
So the flying riders have more morale, less attack, or less charge bonus. They've got a lot more normal attack and not actually much less armor piercing. To be honest, the flying riders seem like they're better. And they're cheap. Oh no, the Zhiliang cavalry are cheaper. By much, though. Let's do something like that for the moment.
Act quickly.
That works. That works for me. I quite like having the garrison here, because this is currently the front line. That might change quite quickly, but we could actually maybe mop up this over here. I don't know who owns these territories, though, so that could yet be more. Maybe we can go and mop up this. If we can grab that third capital, that's what we need. But what I do need to do is maybe peace out with someone. Ah, the Kingdom of Chu really would peace out. That means I could concentrate. Let's negotiate.
What do you want, traitor?
You're not going to give me much for a peace treaty, are you?
Do we have to?
I'll peace out with you because
Reasonable offer.
I'm not particularly interested. Do I want to peace out with the Kingdom of Chu? Kind of gives them
Speak quickly.
a chance These guys are my trade partner. They don't like me, though. I don't know if I want to peace out with them. I think continued extermination might well be the best option.
Marching!
Okay, Lubu, you go over there. We're going to hit Wudu, because that'll work out quite nicely. So they got the Imperial City down there. You need to heal up for a turn or two. So what do I want to do? I think what I want to capture this little peninsula. I might just give this to Zhang Fang to look after. So I don't want to concentrate here. Do I maybe just want to... If I take... I mean, the Imperial City here is rank 10, right? So if we take this, then
Obey the heart. Lying in
we can use that as like to hold off the rest of Chu while we mop up what was our old territories here. We retake those. I think that could be what we want to do while Lubu goes and deals with it. I mean, Lubu's just kind of... He's done a lot of work in the sort of plains. Against the Yellow Turban Rebellion. They'll give us some shit. Alright.
Our talks are over.
He doesn't like me very much, but then I don't like him very much either. So it kind of, you know, works out somewhere along the way. I'd be interested to know if the vassal gives us territory as well. Okay, so we joined their war, which is fine. We've got the warriors reinforced leather. Can we put that on?
Trust instinct.
So we can do that. That makes you a little bit more tanky. Money is going down, but that's not a huge surprise. Kind of to be expected. We're going to leave you to muster. You need a little bit of time. I'm going to leave this city, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come down here. And then we're going to hit Nanyang. And Nanyang is a beefy city with not a very big garrison, which is a mistake in my opinion. Right, so we'll deal with that. I'm also going to come here and murder this guy. Now,
Choose your words wisely.
basically, you can... do that. Never. Right, okay, well, I gave you the option. You picked poorly, basically. Very, very poorly. But that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.